friend, welcome to today's yoga tutorial, where I'll be guiding you through the steps to achieving a downward facing dog pose. Before we begin, if you like this video, please don't be shy to hit the like and subscribe button. If you'd like to take a full class with me, visit my website to sign up for group classes or sign up for a private class. Downward facing dog, also known as Adho Mukha Svanasana in Sanskrit, is a foundational yoga pose that strengthens and stretches the whole body. This pose has many benefits, such as strengthening the arms and shoulders, stretching the hamstrings, calves, and the spine, relieving stress and fatigue, and improving circulation and digestion. So let's dive in and explore the key elements and alignment principles in the downward facing dog pose. So find a comfortable and quiet space to practice. Grab your yoga mat or anything that will provide cushioning for your hands and your feet. Wear something comfortable that will allow you to move freely before we begin our practice. So grab your mat and let's flow together. Please meet me on your hands and knees in tabletop position. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Press your palms firmly onto the mat with your fingertips spread wide. Tuck your toes. Inhale here, gaze forward. And exhale to lift your hips up and back towards the ceiling. Straightening your legs and straightening your arms. Now if you're tight in your hamstrings, slightly bend your knees. Sink those heels down on to the mat. That's okay if they don't touch the ground. Lengthen your spine and imagine you're creating one long line from your tailbone all the way to the crown of your head. Keep your arms straight and externally rotate your upper arms with your biceps reaching forward. Engage your core and pull your navel in towards your spine. Relax your head and let it hang naturally between your arms. You can gaze towards your toes here. Make sure your feet are hip-width apart. You can stay here for a few breaths, breathing in from your nose and breathing out from your nose or your mouth. Holding this pose for 30 seconds at a time or up to 1 minute, taking a few breaks between. And with every exhale, deepening more and more into the pose, releasing any tension in your body. Now with this pose, we're looking for that upside down V shape. So if you have a mirror, you can take a look at that mirror and check your alignment. To get out of this pose, take an inhale to bend your knees and exhale to place them down on to the mat. Now I'm going to show you a few modifications or variations to this pose. If you have discomfort in your wrists or you have wrist injuries, you can do the same pose on your forearms. So meet me on the mat, placing your forearms parallel to each other and on the mat. Placing your knees underneath your hips. Tuck your toes, inhale here, and exhale to lift your hips up and back. You can stay here for 5 breaths or as long as you like. You will feel the same benefits of down dog, but doing this on your forearms. This is known as a dolphin pose. Another option is to use yoga blocks if you have any pain in your wrists. So if you have blocks, grab them and place them forward in front of you where you are going to place your hands. Have them parallel to each other. If you don't have blocks, don't worry. You can use anything that's available in your home, like a stack of books or dictionaries, whatever you can. So let's start in kneeling position, hands underneath your shoulders or on the blocks, and knees underneath your hips. Inhale here, tuck your toes, and exhale to lift your hips up and back for down dog. So this creates more space in your upper body to relax, and it reduces the strain on your wrists. Another option is to stretch our shoulders. So let's go into the downward dog pose. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Tuck your toes, inhale, and exhale to lift up and back to down dog. Now over here, you're going to bring your hand towards the opposite ankle. So bring your right hand towards your left ankle and stretch your shoulder, pressing down and pulling your navel in. Stay for a breath and go back to center. And let's go for the other side. Bring your left hand towards your right ankle and breathe here, pressing down, feeling the stretch in your shoulder. And exhale to go back to center. You can do this as many times as you like. And exhale to release down on the ground. Another option in the down dog is a calf stretch. So let's get into the downward dog. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Tuck your toes, inhale, and exhale to lift up and back. Inhale to lift your right leg back and press your left heel down onto the ground, feeling the stretch in your calf. Exhale to release your right leg down, and let's go for the other side. Inhale to bring your left leg back and up, pressing your right heel down on the ground. And exhale to release back to down dog. You can do this as many times, alternating your legs. And whenever you're done, exhale to release your knees down on the ground. Another option is to bend one knee at a time. So let's get into that down dog. Lift up and back. Now bend your right knee and bring your left foot and heel down towards the ground, feeling the stretch in your calf and your hamstring. Release and bend your left knee, feeling the stretch in your right leg. You can do this as many times as you like, doing it one leg at a time and focusing on your breath. And whenever you're done, exhale to reduce your knees down on the ground and lift up. And there you have it. Now you've learned the key steps and alignment principles to master the downward facing dog pose. Remember to keep practicing to improve your flexibility, strength, and overall well-being. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Stay tuned for more yoga tutorials and yoga videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Visit my website for weekly yoga classes or a chance to sign up for a private class. Thank you for joining me here today. Namaste.